The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked out. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Certainly by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll be out of...
Another run for Gibbs here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down.
Let's get downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Play action. Here's Goff.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to
play pretty easily and move on.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away.
Going to get it.
Now a 2nd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it.
His throw incomplete. Back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Throwing is Hurts. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
To avoid that there.
And we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Here's Hurts to throw.
This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the Lions are going to take over.
Advantage, we know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
Trying to run. Made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll be taken down at...
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now a play fake, and it's gone.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Jameson Williams.
Touchdown, Detroit.
Jameson Williams.
82 yards.
And the Lions take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no, threw an interception the first time they had the football. Wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he'll toss this one incomplete.
Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Back to throw here. Flushed out right.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
He's going deep for Brown. And it's incomplete. Play action. It's Goff.
He gets this out wide to get
The backfield out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs.
St. Brown in motion right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. They go ahead and snap it. Goff.
Throw that side, caught by Laporta. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Gibbs will get it.
He takes us down to about the 12.
But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get
open man, and he's got Williams. Touchdown, Lions.
A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Lions have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return.
They'll try and start this drive in the air.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
They're going to look to throw. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked off by
Defense ready to kick off their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And he's going to get this one.
Going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Here we go on 4th. Goff.
That is caught.
And the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception.
Nothing on the scoreboard so far, so you have to think that they need something before the break. And now they have an opportunity.
He's got a man complete.
Down the right sideline.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
A.J. Brown.
73 yards.
And the Eagles are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And able to get this across the ready to begin their drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go here before intermission.
And they'll get him down after a pick.
As well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he'll only get...
Gibbs will try and pick it up. Down the left sideline. He may go.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
67 yards.
And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a good return.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. They'll throw now on the final play. Dancing to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still. The Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter.
And a nice return sets still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jahan Dotson, 70 yards. And the Eagles come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Oh, now how about this return? And to kick off their next drive.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, you could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Going back to Gibbs on first down.
And he's going to get this.
Left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now it's gone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's right.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown.
Jahmyr Gibbs
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Lions are able to widen their advantage.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
When does that end just now? How am I in nickel?
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And a nice return sets him up. Last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy.
Looking to throw.
Going right back to Dodson.
And some room to maneuver. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This is second half. Looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
Hey, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be ready to begin their drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10.
And it's in. Good to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And he gets this to the 35.
But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked.
And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked by the former Lion, Darius Slay. Inside the 10.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick-6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they're ready to kick off their next drive.
We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Throw on the right. Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And maybe a measure
spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll get this.
Hand off to Gibbs, headed right here.
And tough slap.
Avenge your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback. They also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after the 48 yards. I think they'd like to get him a little help now on 3rd down and move it closer.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
And he's able to pick up the...
They'll go again with Gibbs. And he's in.
School football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Goff now looking to throw.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he'll get into the end zone zone. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jared Goff to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And the Lions answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
Unable to corral him. He fights through. Offense set to begin their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter.
They got it.
Throwing is Hurts.
Man open left side.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Got a man. It's Brown.
And he's in goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Jalen Hurts
Keeping it himself from a yard out.
And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Well, the hard part's done. Now they just need to split the posts, tie it up, but then their defense is going to have to hold up to send it to overtime.
Yeah, no matter what. I know there's an inclination in it when you have momentum to go for two here, but if you miss it, you don't give your defense a chance at all.
Plus, it's been a good game. I want to see overtime. I'm selfish.
You obviously don't have a flight to catch.
Tomorrow.
I got pizza.
You got pizza? Give me a
This
second.
one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he won't quite make in.
To Montgomery to begin the drive.
And up to the third. Plenty of time and two timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Hand off now to Gibbs. And he fights forward and down.
Goff. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs.
On their feet for 3rd down. Now it's Gibbs. Now they nearly sprung in that 1st and 10 here. Trying the left side with Gibbs.
And maybe a measure of revenge around.
No, they really tightened it up, didn't they? They finally got themselves a win because all game long we've seen them get gashed. This time they played their responsibilities, played their keys, and made a nice stop.
He's been quiet today in the passing.
Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does. Now, kick the field goal. Get the lead, let your defense bring you home. Show some faith in those guys on the other side of the ball.
On 4th down, Goff. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Down the numbers. There he goes. And in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. So many many times tight games decided by one big play. A lot of times, of course, it's the offense. Here, it's the defense coming up huge.
And you know head coaches walk around locker rooms, walk around bench areas saying, guys, somebody make a play. It's a cliche, but it applies here.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he brings this out pinned.
Now Goff. And he can't get...
Now this is 2nd and long.
Now it's Goff. And he'll be hit at...
Crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
Goff now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
And that's going to be in choice, but to go. Here's 4th down now.
They go ahead and snap it. Goff. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.